Hi friends, this is Moses. So now I'm going to explain the task which I have performed in the Spark Foundation in Data Science and Business Analytics internship. The task is about exploratory data analysis on the dataset of global terrorism. So in this task, we will try to find out the hot zone of the terrorism, and we will also try to derive all security issues and insights from the exploratory data analysis. So these are the important libraries we are going to import for our exploratory data analysis. On the first, uh, we are we are going to read the CSV file or the dataset using Panda function in the DF data frame. After that, we are going to check the information which are given in the dataset, which data types are the given columns are. So after that, we are going to find out the data frame shape, which has 2 lakhs 2 lakhs columns and 2 lakhs rows and 29 columns. After that, we are going to check about how many null values are there in the dataset. After that, we are going to assign null values as a 0. So these are the null values which is in the dataset. After that, we are going to change the content and feature of the data. By renaming the columns of the dataset, we are for our convenience to analyze the further further data sets. So after that, we are adding n casualties column. The total number of wounded plus killed, we are adding as a separate column as casualties. So after that, we are limiting the long strings. Example, the vehicle is not exploded. We are trimming the weapon type as a bombs or explosives or firearms, so that we are trimming that as a shorter one for the analysis. So after that, we are checking the head of the dataset. So this is after the clean dataset. These are the headings. So after that, so after the cleaning, the final data frame shape is we have 2 lakhs columns and 2 lakhs rows and 30 columns. Um, so we have assigning the clean dataset to our new data frame. After that, we are going for data analysis and visualization. As for the part, we are importing the necessary libraries. After that, we are checking the columns, which is we are already changed the names. Um, After that, analysis the numerical figures in the data frame. These are the numerical frames. This is how many were killed, how many were wounded, how many were casualties. So we are going for this the descriptive statistics for this analysis. After that, now we are stepping into the exploratory data analysis part. First of all, the analysis of number of attacks per year. So we are using the Seaborn library as a SNS count plot for the uh, year and the count for the number of terrorist attacks by the year. So this is the code for the analysis. So these are the output for the required code. So in this, the most of the attacks were done in 2014. This is our analysis. So the method of terrorist attack. So after that, we are going for method of terrorist attack. The method of terrorist attacks, which explains as bombing, armed assaults, assassination, these kind of attacks. In this, we are using SNS bar plot, Seaborn bar plot for this analysis. So this is the code we have set for the methods of terrorist attack plot. These are the findings. So the bombing and explosions are the most attacked methods of terrorist attack. So after that, number of attacks by the region. So this we are using seaborne counterplot. In this, most of the regions which is attacked by the terrorist region. So the most is Middle East and North Africa. It remains first, and South Asia is second. In this analysis, we have found out that these two are the mostly attacked, terrorist attacked regions in all over the world. The most attacked target types. Which are the target types? What are the target types? The target types consist of private citizens and properties, militaries, police, government, business, transportation, and etc. So to find out this, we are using the SNS counterplot again. These are the code for the top 10 most attack types. So the top 10 are, first is private citizens and properties are the most affected peoples in the terrorist attacks, and then following by military and police. So the again we are coming for a region. So again we are coming for countries. Top 10 countries the most attacked by the terror groups. Top 10 countries. The countries include these. At this analysis, we are using SNS bar plot as a count function for the top 10 countries most attacks by the terrorist groups. So the top three countries are Iraq, Afghanistan, and Pakistan are the most attacked terrorists, the most countries which are attacked by the terrorists. So most attacked cities in the world. In this plot, we are using a SNS bar plot for this analysis. The top 10 most attacked cities in the world are Baghdad, Karachi, Limca are the most attacked cities all over the world. The most used weapons, so the weapon types, which consist of more types, explosive, firearms, etc. like that. So the top 5 most used weapon types all over the world by of conducting the terrorist attacks are, we are using the part plot as a function, and the most used weapons are explosives and firearms. In this plot, we are seeing that these are the two most used weapon types all over the world. So exploring the terror attacks by different terrorist organizations. Now we are cutting down according to the terrorist organization, which is mostly attacked all over the world. Now we are using SNS bar plot for this analysis or this plot. So the top 10 terrorist organizations are shown below. In this, first three are first Taliban and ISIL and SL. These are the top three organizations which are causing more attacks all over the world in the following durations in the dataset. So in the first we have Taliban. So let us let us have a closer look in Taliban. So we are creating a we are creating a specific column for Taliban. So attacks by Taliban over the years. So in this, we are concentrating in the Taliban's only. So we are using Seaborn bar plot for this analysis. The terrorist attack over the years by the Taliban's only. So the Taliban's are morely attacked in 2019 and 2015. These are the most attacked years in the Taliban region. So killed by so what is the killing ratio of the Taliban's over the years? So these 2018 were the most people killed by the Taliban over the years. So after that, we are going for analysis for number of attacks in a region on a particular year. So in this, we are going to create another column as a region year, which consists of year and region. So in this, we are going to use a plot function, matplotlib, to analyze this plot. These are the number of attacks by the region by the year. So the most of the attack region by the year, which is consisting of 2010 to 2020 only. In this year, the attacks have been increasing much more. In the Middle East and North Africa, they are consisting of in the top, and the South Asia is in the second position. So after that, attack type, yeah. So we have attack type. Which are the attack types which is used over the years? So we are consisting of attack types, bombing as expressions as such that we are using plot function for this analysis. The weapon trends over the years. So in this, we are seeing that in 2010 to 20, there are mostly bombing and explosions as a top ranking weapons used in the period of these years, according to the variations. So, and finally, the result of analysis. According to the following exploratory data analysis, we are concluded that most of the attacks were attacked through explosives and through firearms. These are the weapon types used mostly in the attacks. The attacks were more during 2014 and then in 2015 on an average 45 attacks per day when compared to attacks from 1917 onwards. The last 6 years of the dataset scored a maximum. So the Iraq dominates all the countries, which has the highest number of attacks. Then Pakistan, Afghanistan, and India follows it. The state and city has most affected was Baghdad. The Middle East and North Africa leads first among all regions, and then South Asia takes the second place. For the most of the attacks, the target types are private citizens and properties, and then followed by the militaries. Most of the attacks were through either bombing or explosive. These are the most attacks weapon types in the following years. Taliban became more active since 2012 and they are responsible for most of the terror attacks throughout the world. So, what are the measures to be taken to reduce the terrorism? These, according to my information, by reducing the access to a dangerous weapons to the terror groups, we are reducing the attacks. More surveillance is required, especially in the Middle East and North African regions. Strict border policies should be implemented to prevent movement for explosives between targets and the regions. Government should take more measures on increase in immigrants and following that. So these are the analysis part which is given through the exploratory data analysis. Thank you.